What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Happy New Year. This is my first video to record Monday 6th of January after Christmas holidays. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you had a good one. So now I need to figure out if I can still draw. It's been 2 weeks. So Broly, Patreon request from Drake. Right. Head. So we're going to zoom in. Pencil eraser. Hip pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with the large eye. His head's kind of turned, bit 3/4 pose. So we're just doing the Dragon Ball eyebrow here. Curved line. It's like a check or a tick mark. Just goes up and kind of curves down at the back a little bit. It's kind of a different eyebrow. So square end. Just here, sorry if I cough a bit. So kind of that, kind of like a bit sharp, and then it goes down. Gets skinnier down towards the eyebrow. Square Dragon Ball eye, we have a short line, and then a longer line going diagonally there. And then you join those together with a curved line. And then iris, semicircle or half circle underneath the eyebrow. He's looking up. So the other eye, so we have like the frown that Dragon Ball characters usually have in the middle as well. Right, so just these two sort of bumps kind of here. And then the eyebrow, the other eyebrow comes out from this one. So it goes up. Like so, kind of hooks down at the end here. So this one's kind of more curvy because his face is turned away in 3/4 pose. So it's slightly different to this side. Things get smaller as the head turns away. So little square end there. And then we'll make it skinnier as it comes down towards his eyebrow. Towards his frown in the above his nose. Square Dragon Ball eye, so we go like a little tiny line there, and then the longer one coming down here, and then we join those together like so. And that can be flat or curved. It doesn't, you know, it's kind of curved in the picture I'm drawing from it. I think this is official art for the movie, so you can do it straight or curved. And then his other eye's looking up this direction as well. Right. So his nose is kind of, it's different to normal, but we'll go, say, coming down from the center of this, those two bumps, right? So we'll curve it that way. That's like the bridge of his nose. And then it kind of like hooks around. You could leave it like that if you wanted, of course, but in Dragon Ball they add the shadow or the bridge of the nose like coming out from the nose, so they do like an extra step. See here? And they shade that. So if you were doing a pencil shading drawing, you would shade that gray, and that would be your shadow, or if it was skin color, that would be like a slightly darker skin color. So his mouth, it's not like bang underneath the nose because his head's turned away. So they just start the mouth right here underneath. Right, so it kind of like comes across here and down. It's because his kind of head is curved this way. So the center line for his mouth is like there somewhere. And then they have a little sort of shadow underneath. We also have those cheek lines that Dragon Ball characters have, just little sort of hatching lines on his cheek, and then frowning lines just on his brow as well. And you can make him grumpier by turning down his mouth even more. You know, depends on how angry you want to make him. His chin down, so we're imagining this curve, so the chin, because this is a curved line, it's not like straight down. So the chin be here. So you can see now it's kind of like along this, not like straight down. Curves the center of everything kind of this way, sort of. So jaw. So you're aiming sort of underneath the eyebrow there and across from the mouth. Right? So like this point. So if you go to like there, you're crossing the mouth roughly underneath his eyebrow. And it changes direction then. Goes up here. And the other side's slightly different because it's like a cheekbone rather than a jawbone. It goes up that way. And then curves in towards his eyebrow. Kind of disappears underneath his hair somewhere. Somewhere there, kind of. And of course he has this scar that's like here. Now, so he's got a lot of hair. So he's got like a hair spike that comes across his side of his face, like here, this. And some that come over his fringe as well. So he's not like Super Saiyan form. It's kind of base form, and he's kind of like, he's like got scraggly sort of hair, kind of, I guess. Caveman looking dude. And then another one just comes this direction. Okay, so it's like 4 like that. And they add actually texture lines on some of them. And then single lines just going down the middle there. Da-da-da. So he's got like another one here. So we should keep adding the hair spikes now. You can see an ear underneath this one, and an ear like a little bit here. See less of that one because his head is turned away, obviously. And then some like ear lines and stuff. So like a lot of his hair goes behind his back. Well, not a lot, but a bit. So we'll start here, right, and we'll finish the bits that we can't see when we come to do his neck and stuff. So we're just adding these spikes now and like some texture. He's kind of different hair to all the rest of the Saiyans. And then the spike goes up the middle. That way. We'll just go around and then we'll add like a few more deets in a minute. There's a lot that goes behind his neck somewhere, so but we will add, there's some more, they actually draw in some more like parts in his hair and stuff here, so see this one seems to go this way, and there's like another spike floating here. Some more stuff in here. To do all that kind of a thing. Different to Vegeta and Goku anyway. And even rabbits or anything. It's different, unique. Not your standard Dragon Ball hairstyle now. So some of that goes behind his neck, so we got to get that in. So he's got this collar on, so it's like a curved line here, and this goes underneath his chin. It's like a cylinder, so it goes this way. And this comes around the back of his neck, which is like there, and we can't see the other side, so we just got this metal ring basically going around his neck like that. And again, like, you can see more of this side of the ring because the other side's turned away from us, so this is bigger than this. And then neck muscle there, neck muscle here, and then so your neck joins to your back with a muscle called trapezius, so it's like this bumpy muscle, and then there as well. So as I said, like, that hair disappears behind his back, and there should be another little bit there as well. Right, so like boom, like that. So your neck muscles, so these ones, if you can feel them in your own neck, they always like go down to your collarbone, although we can't see bones on these guys because they're like bodybuilders. So it goes to like the center line of his chest. It still connects in his collarbone, just can't see it. So that's like the center line for his chest, and then this curves for a big chest muscle that way, and then that way. Like ridiculously big chest muscle. So this comes down this way then, and then around to there, and that goes that way, and then chest muscle done. So shoulder muscles come out then from the trapezius, so they draw like this big, kind of like a pointy sort of there at the bottom, and there's like another deltoid muscle line just there, and then on this side we got like an extra little bump, and then shoulder, so this will go like here, and then pointy at the bottom to there, and then deltoid, right? So you got that shoulder, sort of like shoulder pad sort of situation. So, right, so we can see, so one bicep is behind his body, the other is in front. So we can see sort of his rib cage muscles over his rib cage. So it's all muscles really, no bone, right? The other side's slightly different. We see a bicep first, right? So this is his biceps sort of area. And then his back comes out from there, right? So that's a bicep. It's a very square sort of muscle, joins the forearm, and the tricep is just behind it here. Like that, okay? We do some anatomy maybe in here. Well, I'll balance it out. So we'll do the bicep on the other side. So it's a very sort of square sort of thing, and then the tricep in behind again. So now we can do abs, right? So 8-pack, pretty much, is the way they do it, right? So 4 sort of curved lines going down, following the line for the chest. And then we've got like a diaphragm sort of thing, like that. And then big distended belly, massive. Abs there either side. Okay. So I get the waist and then we'll finish the forearms. So he's got like tied things that are tied. So this comes around like this first. And then there's a pale colored piece of fabric there. That's different to the rest of it now. The rest of it is kind of like scraggly and kind of dirty looking green. Coming all down here. And then we go around the waistband and it's all zigzaggy and cut and sort of, what would you say, rough sort of fur. You could do this any way, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, you know. And then he has some other hanging down parts just here. Okay, that's great. It's kind of purple in there, I think. Green and pale beige there. So arms. So we can see forearm, like so. He's got like a pad on, like a wrist cuff thing. It's like a forearm guard or something. And then this forearm keeps going sort of down there. And then another little cuff on this. And then just like the starts of his hand sort of like go down this way. You can't see much of it though. Maybe the same on this forearm. Big, big forearms. And then it has this band across again. This one's going down, so it curves around instead of up. That one curves the opposite way. Concave versus convex, isn't that what it is? Curving up. Can't remember which one's concave. Cave goes down. Big brain. And then we go here, here. Forgot his collar actually. Boop. Boop. Okay. How are we going? How are we looking? Did I get everything? Base form Brawley Drake. Thanks for the request. Hope you had a nice Christmas, bro. And thanks for the support on Patreon. You the man. See you next one. Bye.